Alright, hey, so I was taking a look at Steam sales and I thought something looked really familiar. So I don't have too many artifacts from this project. I think I just have these screenshots, but this is one of the games I worked on at DigiPen as a freshman. This was my, I believe, Game 200 project. But we made a game called SMITHY. It was written 100% in C++ and DirectX 10 at the time because it was 2012. And I think that was the hottest or latest version of DirectX, you will, and it was a huge overhaul from learning DirectX 9 into learning native DirectX 10. So this was basically the idea. You had an alchemist that you could transmute your metals or your materials if you needed to. You had different stations that you could hire workers for. As you selected the worker, their portrait would line up. The smithy never really had a portrait, I believe. We were still working on gathering assets for all of that. Each contract you completed would fill out the war effort. And getting 100% complete, you'd accomplish the game's goal and win. Various contracts as you got them. If you failed, the war effort would go down, and if you reached 0%, that would be your game over condition. The moon here is actually your indicator of time. So if I cycle through the screenshots, you'll see that as the contracts get completed, the time is progressing on the moon, and the workers go through their animation. The two bars of progress was the current item being crafted and the total items to be crafted. So that's why there's actually two progress bars going on. The idea for the general goods store was to sell any of your excess materials, or as the moon phases changed, you would actually be able to get better deals from the alchemist. So it could be in your favor to transmute gold into lead or lead into gold, whatever you choose, based on the available resources you had, the phase of the moon, and that sort of thing. Um, Not too much to show past that. I just thought it was interesting to see one of my freshman projects, or at least ones that I completed at DigiPen, show up in a very similar looking game called Blacksmith, which I was checking out, or rather Blacksmith Master. And it's just kind of cool. I don't know if anyone I went to school with worked in Hooded Horse, but it just is fun to see a very similar concept actually fleshed out and polished when you had the a similar idea, if you will. So that's all. Short little video to kind of get stream of thought out of my head.